At first glance, these are just a crummy old pair of sneakers, but they're Converse All-Star Chuck Taylors. I don't know if you can read that, but they were made in the USA, making them fairly vintage. And even in this grungy condition, this pair of Converse sold for $100. I've had these probably for about 6 months. I got them at a garage sale for just like 50 cents. I think I bought 2 pair, and the other pair sold right away. They were red, and they went for a lot more. But if you can find Converse made in the USA, get them. This is another one of those disc washers for cleaning your vinyl albums. This one I put up for sale a number of months ago. It doesn't have a bottle of cleaning fluid or the brush to get the crud out of this brush. And there's a little scratch in the handle. But it did come with the original instructions. And this is a DC1, which is the first generation of disc washers. And I've sold these as high as $75, $85. But those were complete sets and a little bit newer. And so this one I sold for $30. And it was just a extra along with the stereo system I acquired. A couple more boxes of these miniature lamps sold. These again were just advertised in the general section of Craigslist. So they had a box full of these small boxes. There's 10 lamps in each box. And I've been selling them off and on every month for the past 6, 7, 8 months for 10 bucks a piece. So this pair went for 20. These are some racetrack components. Move it, Midge. That I bought probably last summer. Sold the cars from the set right away, and these are the track pieces, transformer, and controllers that were left over. And this sold for just $20. Trying to rethink if I wanted to sell it that cheap, because this is going to take a little bit of time to pack. But maybe Midge will help. And again, this sold for $20. This is a 1961 Ford model pickup in purple, metallic. It's got a little topper on it, some fender skirts, extra parts. And I kind of gave in to best offers. I've had this up for sale since last summer. I had it priced pretty high, about $180, I believe. And finally took an offer of $88 for it. This is the other Sony 8mm VCR that I had. This one does not work. Actually, I got it to work a couple of times, but I'm selling it as for part restoration. And this is the one I've had constant emails from a guy who restores these, offering me $80. He'll even send me a label and all that stuff, but I held out. And it finally did sell on Bonanza. I haven't had a sale on Bonanza for a while. And this sold for $100. This is the second one of these vintage paper towel holders that I've sold. I think I need to raise the price because this sold in just a day. One side is spring-loaded, wall mount. I advertise it as a rustic cabin type paper towel holder because I remember these as a kid growing up. We vacationed at a cabin in northern Minnesota, and they had these in the cabins. In any case, this sold, like I said, within a day for $20. This is a Boss distortion pedal for electric guitar use, or actually you can use it for just about any instrument you can plug in there. And these are quite common. And this one is one that is made in Taiwan, which is not the real desirable one, or the valuable one, I should say. For some reason, one's made in Japan much earlier than this model. Go for a lot of money. I've sold them for over $100, or close to $100, I should say. But anytime you find a Boss guitar pedal, they're valuable, depending on the effect. I actually paired this with this Korg tuner, and a guy wrote me yesterday and said he just wants the distortion. As a matter of fact, if I remember right, he's going to play his violin through it, but he didn't need the tuner. So he asked if he could make an offer, and I said sure, and so I sold it to him for $30. This is a wall-mounted doorbell with a little switch. This is just the way I found it at a garage sale for $2. And I've sold doorbells in the past. I actually have one up for sale that's still brand new, never used, and hasn't sold yet. But it's not the wood. I think that adds some value to it. But it's just a simple two-tone chiming doorbell with a switch. And I put this up yesterday, and it sold yesterday as well for $40. These sold really fast. I put them up yesterday. They're both a couple of Chrysler product. This one is a police car. I believe this is a 1974 Plymouth Fury police cruiser, badged out of the New York City Police Department. And then this is a California Highway Patrol, a CHIPS Prowler. Also, this is a Dodge Monaco, 1979. These both sold to the same guy, but he didn't put them in his cart, so they're going to have to be shipped separately. Otherwise, tracking, shipping information is going to be all screwed up, or I'll get blamed for not shipping one. In any case, the blue one sold for $50, and the black Prowler sold for $60. Another item that just kind of came along with some stereo equipment I bought is this Allsop 3 cassette head cleaner, I should say, cassette deck head cleaner. It's kind of cool. It does have some fluid in the bottle yet, and it's sort of a scrubbing action on this cassette to clean your heads and rollers and everything else inside. And this little item took about 3 weeks to sell, but sold for $20.